So my name is Monty Singer. I am a rising junior in the McDonough School of Business. I am studying finance and minoring in biology. I'm from New York City, and that's where I'm currently calling in from. And I'm a Psaros Center scholar, and went on the FinPolicy track last summer. It was super fun. So one of my best friends at Georgetown went on it last year and just absolutely raved about it. And I actually met up with them when they were in New York, and we got some ice cream when on their free night, and they were just raving about it. And I knew I had to apply, and so I did, and I got in, and it was a really tremendous experience. And whether it's through the FMQ or through the FinPolicy track, I feel like the Psaros Center is really on the up and up, and really giving students a lot of experience that you really wouldn't otherwise get, and kind of opening that door for students like me who are interested in finance to really get access to people who are really at the best of their fields, and learning more about finance and policy. I thought the most interesting thing was the uh, comparison of really looking at the different questions that were asked, kind of moving through Washington and then getting to New York and seeing how the answers differed. Because really, the questions, it was kind of funny, the questions and the issues that were asked were kind of the same, in the way that I was really interested in their understanding of blockchain regulation. I had worked at a blockchain venture capital fund last summer, and so I was kind of curious to hear the regulators' take on it. So we asked a lot about that. We asked a lot about debt, and so it was just interesting to see the difference of perspectives from the CFTC, from the SEC, from congressmen and women, to investors that were kind of on the buy side and more kind of buyers of that debt, as opposed to the issuers. And I thought that it was we talked to the someone that was a chair at the Federal Reserve, and who's setting the policy that's affecting everyone in the loop. So it was just I think that in particular of just understanding how the different answers changed over time, and kind of walking through how these policy implications ripple across the economy was super cool. And so yeah, that was really my favorite part of the experience. I was kind of curious because going into it, I really didn't know if I wanted to pursue a career more in policy or on the private side. And I thought that through this experience, you kind of pick up different subtleties around the different careers. It seemed like working on the policy side, it's a little bit slower, but you're working on really important things that really, you can feel that everybody knows that they're kind of building the economy that all of Americans are involved in. And then on the private side, you more have people that are really engaged in their specific trade and specialization. And they like to play this game, and they've been playing it for their entire career. And so I think I kind of resonate more with the combination of the two, where I really want to do something that I feel is important, for myself, for other Americans, for creating a lasting impact, but also playing a game that I can continue to kind of improve at throughout my career. And I thought that specifically talking with different investment managers or private equity managers, we had a fantastic dinner with Mike Psaros, and just hearing his stories of how he created KPS Partners. And also just the things that he's working on now and the excitement that he feels around all of his investments. I think that really resonates with me, and kind of drives me to a similar path. What was interesting was I went to a talk earlier this fall, and um, the speaker was talking about how Georgetown is overrepresented and has a kind of rising perception in Wall Street in finance, that people that graduate from Georgetown are really smart. They work hard. They contribute to the companies that they're part of. And I thought that it was interesting hearing that and kind of wondering what that comes from. And I think that centers like the Psaros Center are really kind of those inciting forces that lead to those outcomes. Meaning that, at least in my personal experience, whether it's through events like the FMQ or whether it's through going on the FinPolicy track, I think it's really kind of incredible to have this access that is pretty available for students who self-select into those groups. And I think that, at least for me, it's been incredibly fortuitous that I learned about it and that I was accepted into the program. And I'm so lucky and grateful that I was, because it's really a community of like-minded people with all of the best resources that Georgetown has to offer, which is pretty incredible considering that, again, like I said, Georgetown's pretty well regarded in the space. And we met with Egon Durkin, the CEO of Silver Lake, and so many different Hoya alums that are really pretty prominent in the space. And it was incredible to see that and to feel the support from the Psaros Center community within Georgetown and to really be a part of that family. So I really can't recommend it enough and thought that it was an incredible experience.